We all know that Jen Psaki is a liar. It was her job description when she was the White House press secretary, because all press secretaries are professional liars, and it's her job description now as a host for MSNBC. But this might be the most ridiculous lie of all. So during the first GOP debate, the topic of abortion came up.
We're better than what the Democrats are selling. We are not going to allow abortion all the way up till birth, and we will hold them accountable for their extremism.
And the left-wing media machine went into overdrive to debunk this evil right-wing propaganda. Jen Psaki rushed to Twitter to say no one supports abortions up until birth. First off, she would never, ever, ever, ever answer the question, so when is the cutoff point for abortions? Second though, she's just lying. In Alaska, Oregon, Colorado, Vermont, New Jersey, Minnesota, and New Mexico, you can get an abortion at any point, including up until birth. Not only that, 34% of Americans believe that abortion should be legal under any circumstances. And what about the time then Governor of Virginia and part-time KKK and/or blackface enthusiast Ralph Northam openly talked about abortions after birth, otherwise known as murder?
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
Oh, and what about this?
Do you support any restrictions on abortion?
I don't. I've always believed...
Even in the third trimester? Do you think there should be any limitation on abortions?
No, I do not.
Up till now, my understanding is there wasn't a limit on when in a pregnancy a woman could receive an abortion. Have you set any limit on
There are no limits.
Is there a cutoff for you before that point?
No, to me, it's a reproductive, it's a healthcare decision. It's up to women to make that decision.
Where it's obvious that a woman is about to give birth, she has physical signs that she is about to give a birth. Would that still be a point at which she could request an abortion if she was so certified?
My bill would allow that, yes.
Are you for what he said, or late-term abortion, or the moments that he was talking about where you would keep a woman comfortable after she was giving birth in case she wanted to abort her third-term child?
I don't know all his comments, but what I do know is that I am for women having the right to make a choice about her own body.
State lawmakers in New York approved a law permitting abortion in the state up until birth. Cuomo applauded the legislation and marked the occasion by lighting the spire of the One World Trade Center pink to celebrate.
8 months into pregnancy, should a woman be allowed legally to have an abortion?
Again, I've told you I believe women's right to choose, period.
At the Capitol today, a House committee approved a bill that would remove restrictions on abortions performed in Minnesota.
The bill would erase the requirements such as parental notification, or that clinics can only handle first trimester abortions, that patients be told about possible links to cancer, and the 24-hour waiting period. The bill would repeal a law that requires doctors to save any baby born alive during an abortion.
Those in favor of Prop 1 include Governor Newsom, the California Democratic Party, and abortion rights groups such as the Planned Parenthood affiliates of California.
It would remove all restrictions on abortion, allowing for late-term abortion even up until the moment of birth, even if both mother and baby are healthy.
Now, he is vowing to fight here and says this new law makes it very clear where California stands on the issue as a sanctuary for abortion care.
Governor Gavin Newsom announced a new abortion marketing website establishing California as the nation's taxpayer-funded abortion state.
The president is prepared to sign the Women's Health Protection Act.
The so-called Women's Health Protection Act that would have nullified state and religious freedom laws across the country with respect to abortions and allowed late-term abortions without any notable restrictions in most cases.
Does he support any limits on abortion?
He supports the right of a woman to make choices about her own body.
Do you support any limitation on abortion, or do you think that women should have the right to have an abortion all the way up to 9 months?
That should be a choice made between a doctor and a woman. You do it by not setting arbitrary gestational limits.
Do you believe at any point in pregnancy, whether it's at 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 24 weeks or whenever, that there should be any limit on a woman's right to have an abortion?
I trust women to draw the line.
Senator Warren, would you put limits on any limits on abortion?
I would make certain that every woman has access to the full range of reproductive health care services, and that includes birth control, it includes abortion.
Any kind of limit for abortion
Where do you go? 15 weeks? Where do you go?
Look, there is no one-size-fits-all limit.
You would veto any law with any limit on abortion?
I would veto any additional restrictions on abortion that are sent to my desk as governor, yes.
Do you believe that a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy up until the moment of birth?
Look, I think that happens very, very rarely, but at the end of the day, I believe that the decision over abortion belongs to a woman and a physician.
My question was about any limits to abortion at any point. Late term, anything?
You got to leave it up to the woman.
Do you believe there should be any restrictions on abortion?
I don't.
I was born September 8th, 1989, and I want to know if you think on September 7th, 1989, my life had no value.
This is a decision that neither you, nor I, nor the United States government should be making. That's a decision for the woman to make.
In other words, Jen Psaki is lying to you, newsflash. Yes, Democrats want abortion anywhere, anytime, for any reason. They just don't have the spine to admit it.